Good evening and welcome to episode 23 of the Donut Shop Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. N, as always, and I have my co-host, Mr. Hori,
How's it going?
and always pending Dr. Al for next 4 years, right?
3.5. 3.5.
Oh, okay, sorry.
How's it going, everyone?
All right. Anyway, so it's been a while. We took last week off due to schedule complications, but the holidays won't stop us. Here we are.
Also, it was Christmas as well, so we need to spend with our family. Merry Christmas to everyone out there. Merry belated Christmas, rather.
Belated Christmas.
Happy holidays for whoever doesn't celebrate whatever.
Happy Festivus for the rest of us.
There you go.
There you go. All right. A few interesting topics that we want to, dish out today. But obviously, let's start off with how is everybody doing today? Or this
I'm
week?
pretty good. I'm just ready for 2021.
I think we all are.
I don't have much else, man.
Yeah, I second that, dude. I've been okay. I've been great. Just been working a lot, overtime, getting that money. My soon-to-be post is almost complete soon. So one step closer to that. Other than that, I'm ready to end 2020 and begin a brand new year of 2021. Yeah. Although I've usually every year around this time, a lot of people say like 20 new year, new me. I haven't seen a lot of that. I don't know if people are scared because of what happened in 2020 with coronavirus.
I think it's too early, man. You gotta wait for January 1st. And I'd say this when the gyms fill up, but the gyms can't be filled anyway.
Really? Because usually around this time, everybody's like posting stuff like soon, brand new me, brand new look, whatever bullshit stuff. And
I think so. I will get there eventually. Give some time.
Yeah. Other than that, I did get a haircut. I don't know if people like my new beard style. Please shout out in comments or email us.
Let's give reviews for Dr. Al's beard. I'm all for this. Please send an email at the ogdonutshop@gmail.com. Tell us how you feel about Dr. Al's beard.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I really feel. Yeah,
that could be a title for our.
I think we found our title. That was pretty quick. All right, cool.
Think about it. Like we actually have like Dave has the clean shave. I got a little bit, and then Al has like the thicker full. Yeah,
got the man beard. Anyway, so was it? I just came back from Boston after spending some quality holiday time with the family. Driving 5 hours back and forth, not a great time, but here I am.
How was the snow conditions up there?
It was actually non-existent, more or less. When I arrived, it was 50 degrees, like Fahrenheit, for our overseas people, I guess, if they're listening.
For the future overseas people who go back and listen to these episodes.
There you go. So it was like 50 degrees up there, and so it was really warm, which I'm not used to. I'm used to Boston being like super chilly, cold.
Yeah, you would think so.
Yeah, so it was
more up north.
Yeah. Well, then the next day it would drop to like 30, and I was feeling it then. But
it wasn't. Days here have been cold as hell, man.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I assumed to be like below freezing, but I guess not. But yeah, anyway, so on our icebreaker, as always, I like to go to my philosophical routes. So today's icebreaker: if you were independently wealthy and didn't have to work, what would you do with your time?
Man, I think I've answered this question. Well, not this question, but I have pretty much over and over again said the same shit of what I would do if I was rich or when I get rich, because I plan on retiring at 45. And that's pick up golf and become a professional golfer.
I was right, man. I want to golf.
Really?
I do.
What spurred this on? Wait.
What spurred this on? I think... Well, first of all, you know I'm competitive. So anything that I can win at, I'll try it. But I don't know. I think to some it might be seen as a measure of success that you get to play golf.
Really?
Yeah. Bro. It's a rich people's sport.
Exactly. All the rich people do it. It costs money to what are they called? The
golf clubs?
Golf clubs, yeah.
Not the clubs, but the actual
club.
country clubs. Yeah,
no, country clubs.
You gotta sign up for it. The country club, they gotta accept you. You know, it's just there's so many different golf courts out there that you could like. If you pick up golfing, each one will be unique. You know what I mean? So it's like you're always, especially if you're wealthy, like you said, in your philosophical question. So you could fly to another golf course and try it out, then go to another one, and it's just
you can live on a golf course too.
What?
Actually,
Can you?
So funny story. I went to Florida this past year. Yeah, at the beginning of 2020, before all this crap happened. Shout out to the best timing ever. We stayed at a family's house, and the family lives on a closed community, private community, whatever you call it, gated community. That's what the term is. And in the gated community, they have a full golf course built within the community. So like as we were driving, we'd have to stop because there'd be little golf carts going across the street to the next hole.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty bomb.
Maybe it's a culture thing. I guess I don't see golf as the rich sport. I don't know. Or
I mean, what else are you gonna do? What else can you possibly do? Like,
Yeah,
what would you do if
travel? I'll travel.
Yeah, travel. Yeah, I think travel would be the big thing.
Yeah, but traveling by playing golf, you're doing the best of both worlds.
I mean, I wouldn't travel to play golf though.
Yeah, but you travel to other countries or
if I was so independent, I would
other cities
travel just to go somewhere.
Yeah, I would travel. I mean, I don't know. If I was gonna play sport, like as a pastime, we'd probably go back to ping pong for me.
Ping pong?
Yeah, I'll go back to ping pong and just play that.
I'm too old for anything that requires too much physical movement, but golf is in my wheelhouse.
Hold on,
pool is in my wheelhouse.
Hold on, how old? The oldest ping pong. Who is the oldest? How old is the oldest ping pong player now? Hold on.
We got you curious, huh?
Yeah.
No, look up how old is the current best ping pong player.
55. 55. The oldest Olympian in table tennis player.
Ah, interesting. I don't know, but
oldest golf player. Let's find out. Sorry.
Go ahead. You could be like 80 years old and play golf.
Yeah, man, you could be old as hell.
Let's see. In 1994, he made the Buick Invitational at the age of 77 years, 10 months, and 9 days. Wow, they went really ham on that.
I'm telling you, you could be like 80 years old if you're in great condition, and it keeps you young, man. All the interesting folks with all the bright ideas or the best investments or the best things. I'm 100% sure are at a golf court resort. Okay, period. So,
oh my goodness.
Plus the connections, man. You'd be interesting people.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I just said. Like they have all the different, connects, the best stocks out there that you can invest in.
There you go.
Best companies, best investment outside of stocks that you can invest. Like, let's say, I was watching the movie, the Founder, I think it was called. It's about the guy who made McDonald's famous or what it is now. And a lot of his connections were at a golf course because him and his wife had like a yearly subscription to it. So he would go there and they would connect and talk about it a lot. So, and that's based on somewhat of a true story, I think. So, that's definitely what I would do.
Sorry, guys, the Eagles are playing, so I'm just trying to keep a track of the score.
My goodness. Well, it's a Sunday.
It is a Sunday.
All right. I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't get I guess I get the fascination of golf. It's just not my. It wouldn't be my pastime if I had like nothing to do, I guess.
I mean, golf if I'm not traveling, and traveling if I'm not playing golf.
Fair. All right. That's fair enough. All right. Anyways, on to some news topics. So there's a few things I actually felt like covering this episode. So I guess I think one of the bigger ones is the horror show that is Cyberpunk 2077. I know Al was really interested in playing that, right?
I was a little bit, but only because I was watching this guy play it. But I also watched a couple. Huh?
Did the hype die down?
Yeah, it died down for me. I'm not really intrigued. I kind of think they did a comparison between like Cyberpunk, and maybe it has to do because they just have not worked out the kinks, but they were comparing like the physics aspects of the video game between that and GTA 5. And it seemed whack, like
yeah, I saw that too. So has a video comparison of like water physics. So if you threw a grenade in GTA 5, like it made that big
it made that exactly
a huge explosion, which is pretty realistic. If you do that in Cyberpunk, it just kind of it was like a pebble kind of dropped in the pond.
Exactly.
Explode?
Like not the way you think. The way you think a grenade would explode into water.
And also, when you're shooting at the water, it doesn't like make that little
ripple. Yeah,
a ripple effect.
I mean, that's graphics. I don't think that takes away. I don't think that takes away from the overall game. Again, a lot of my friends are playing it. They're enjoying it, which is again great for you. If you're enjoying Cyberpunk 2077, power to you. But objectively, it has quite a few problems.
It does.
So I'll probably
more on consoles than on.
Oh god, definitely consoles. So it's so bad. Sony pulled it from the PlayStation Store.
I think it's only for the PS4 though.
Because it's only out for the PS4. It's not out for PS5.
Oh no.
No. They're waiting for a next gen update, which I don't think.
I think
I guess it gets
it. The thing with that is it's hard to place blame. Because I'm sure if you asked the actual like programmers who created the game, like, can this run on this system? I'm sure they'll tell you hell no. But money talks.
Yeah, I think they were over ambitious.
I think, look, make the game you want to make, but understand that there will be a limited amount of people who can enjoy it to the extent in which you intended to.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with that. I still want to try it. I think the game has something about it. Maybe it's the aesthetic. For me, I want to try it out.
Yeah, apparently, Night City is a very beautiful world. It's very. I think one of the biggest complaints I saw was it doesn't feel alive like GTA 5. Again, there's a lot of GTA 5 comparisons.
GTA 5 cities don't really feel alive. I think that's more rose tinted glasses because the maps are predominantly big and empty.
So when I think of a world feeling alive, I think of like Spider-Man PS4 or Miles Morales, where something about the world feels really lifelike. You see wildlife, you see civilians interact with you. That's how I see. That's how I think an alive world should be like.
Yeah, that's another comparison that the video I watched compared GTA with Cyberpunk is that this guy jumped on these people in GTA 5 and they started fighting. If he did the same thing in Cyberpunk, they didn't do anything. They just stayed there in one place. You know what I mean?
They're just mindless bodies walking.
So you can that can be an AI tweak to the.
Yeah, it could be an AI tweak. Yeah. Again, sorry.
It's just the I don't know. It's just comparison. But that's why.
So how much does this realistically take you out of a game?
I think quite a bit. Especially because I think in those type of open world games, again, I keep using the GTA 5 comparison. We don't mean to, but just the closest we have right now. Like GTA, I would purposely, if I went out to commit crimes in GTA, I would expect the police to, get involved, someone to get involved, people to scream, react to my actions. That's what makes the world feel alive. Apparently, the police might as well not exist.
Really? Is it that
in
bad?
Cyberpunk? Again, I do think it's an AI thing. The police, the police are, they're in the game, but apparently they're not as reactive as they should be. So I think it's just an AI bug.
How about I'll tell you this though. It is interesting because I had told my wife a couple weeks ago. She's like, "Oh, what do you want for Christmas?" I'm like, "Well, if you want, you can get me Cyberpunk on PC because I actually want to play it." And she didn't.
No.
And I told her, "I'm so sorry."
That's like the whole low-hanging fruit.
It is exactly. It's very easy, Or if anyone asks, "What does Jorge want?" Just get him the fucking game. And she's like, "Oh, I heard there's so many bugs." It got to like a more like what's the mainstream? It got so much mainstream attention that she didn't feel comfortable spending her money on it. So that to me was very eye-opening.
Yeah, that's a bit. Yeah, that's
for us that are very much into the tech and the game and all that crap. Obviously, we hear and see it, but for her, that not so much. And then she was that much like, yeah, no, I'm put off by it.
I think I think it could go. It'll probably get better with time as time progresses. Someone told me this at work. We were talking about this Cyberpunk thing, and they said the same thing kind of with The Witcher 3. They said that when The Witcher 3 dropped, there was a lot of bugs with it, and but now that's one of like the
people love Witcher 3. Yeah,
people love Witcher 3. Yeah,
but now people love it. Me too. I still have not finished the game, but every time I get in there, I love going out doing stupid stuff and just the whole thing about it. So I'm fairly confident they'll work out the kinks.
I think it will.
I mean, as an example, one example to that is No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky is that's a story. That is a story.
That was a big waste of money. I'm glad I didn't personally buy it. Mr. N purchased it. I remember at the time.
Yeah, but it is a significantly better game than it was.
Exactly. So through updates and through work, granted, it's been years since that game came out, but you can fix your game. It's software. You can fix it now. Yeah.
So the PR hit, is it too late?
Yeah, the PR hit's going to be massive. The people that want to play it will buy it.
Yeah, but
ultimately, a PR hit's going to be worse than anything else. Mm-hmm. So hopefully that kind of, because let me rephrase this. Consumers get upset when products get delayed. Yeah. So if they're delaying it, give them benefit of the doubt and don't push for the product to be rushed, because this is what happens. This is a prime example.
So actually, that's good. So it's like the chicken and egg type of thing. So it kept getting delayed. It got delayed for good reasons. Honestly, it's very good reason. But the thing is, people got
impatient
every time. Yeah. So
people always get impatient.
Yeah. But what I think, so I think the proper way to approach this, if CD Projekt Red, if just was open about it, just hey, these are the bugs we're experiencing. It's not ready. Sorry, but it's not ready yet.
Yeah, once we work out the kinks.
Yeah, like
we'll
instead of rush. Yeah, I felt like they were pressured to release it, which again, like millions of fans are trying to get this. So yeah,
and shareholders in the companies that own Project Red, or is it Red? Right, Project Red.
It's CD Projekt Red.
See, there you go. The people who own investment that want their money based on the sales. Yeah. So obviously, there's a lot of push.
I think it's just if they were just upfront, like super transparent about the bugs, the issues that they were experiencing, I think it would have rolled over a little smoother than whatever we got.
Do you think they should have put out a beta?
Yes. No, but was there? No, there wasn't a beta, was there?
There was no beta, no.
I think they completely released it.
Yeah, a beta would be beta would have been great. Again, just transparency, just let people know. It's like, okay, I'm sorry, we're sorry we're delaying again, but these are the bugs we're experiencing. So show like clips or something. We don't want to release this yet.
True,
but that would be the best way to handle it.
Then there's also mass market testing, man. You don't know what's wrong with the game when even if thousands of people play and nothing happens, but it's different results when tens of thousands and millions of people get their hands on things.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know how that is.
Yeah.
So that's a thing. I feel bad for the for the company personally, and I just wish them the best. But
I feel bad for the developers. Like the company's just it's a faceless corporation. It's just a business.
When I say that, I mean like the people who actually created the game.
Yeah,
not the publisher.
Yeah, the developers are. Oh man, the amount of overtime they must be doing now. It's insane. Poor guys.
I mean, in a way, maybe they're like, you know what? This is a good thing because overtime equivalates to time and a half. So like more money.
We need more money. Let's go.
You know what I mean? So it equivalates to more money in their pockets.
Hold on. Conspiracy theory time. Did they publish a buggy game in order to give themselves more hours?
Possibility. Listen, we are in a situation right now where a lot of people are struggling. So
I don't know, man. Good point out, but the mental stress must be real, man.
Oh man. I mean, they're fixing it. They are actively fixing it. So
yeah, but then again, developers, I'm fairly confident get paid really, really well. So
I don't know. I know a developer. I never asked them how much he made. So I should really ask them that.
You should ask them, yeah. But I'm fairly confident they make it.
Ask him what's the median pay for your.
Would you guys like should we bring him on as a guest?
Let's do it.
I know for he's gonna remain nameless, but he works for Ubisoft.
Yeah, I'm totally down, man.
He also sent a message. He was curious.
Yeah, I'm down. I'd like to ask him a couple questions. He got to give us a list, I'm sure, because I don't know how much in depth.
I think we we could talk about that.
Like he's worked on like Assassin's Creed Valhalla. He's worked on that. And he's worked on some other projects. So, like he knows well enough. I'm not sure if he's allowed to speak on behalf of Ubisoft. We'll see.
That's what I'm saying. We got to ask him some questions.
Yeah.
I'm down for it.
Yeah, I'll ask him see if he's comfortable with it.
I'm down. I gotta pick. I'm actually gonna probably pick up Valhalla after I beat some of my pending games.
Yeah, I heard. So yeah, Valhalla. Speaking of Valhalla had a few interesting. So a lot of the reviews I saw said it felt bloated and like way too long, but the actual gameplay looks pretty fun. So I don't know.
Are they complaining about too much content? That's what it sounds like.
But there's a problem. Okay, as someone who played Last of Us Part 2, too much content is a freaking thing.
Yeah,
touche. I have no argument for that one.
Too much content is a thing. The Last of Us was 15 hours, way too long.
All right, how about this? What are they complaining about in terms of bloating? Are we talking about stupid side missions? Because
more along the lines of that. Yeah,
like too many fetch quests and things of that nature.
Yeah, just like too many just like too many things to pad out the runtime. I think that's the biggest complaint. Again, but like the gameplay I've seen, like I'm watching let's plays. It looks fun.
That's pretty par for the course with Assassin's Creed games. At least when I used to play them back in the day, I stopped at 3.
I mean, I don't mind a lot of. Again, I think back of like Final Fantasy 15. We got to chapter 3, and you were on chapter 3 for 40 hours before you're like, okay, now I can move on with the story.
Yeah,
it's insane.
So, for those who don't play Smash, Sephiroth, Final Fantasy VII boss character, was added to the Super Smash Bros. Lineup. So they do battle passes or whatever, with all the characters as they come out, you just get the pass and they give you the characters. So I didn't get this one because I didn't have anyone to care for. They had someone from a freaking game I never played, and they have a Minecraft character that I know I don't give two craps about.
Yeah, he's also a very bad character.
He's also a very, very bad character. But I'm like, they had a Sephiroth. I'm like, you know what? I'll get this pass.
The one character. That's how they get you.
That's all they need. That's all they need.
They probably realized that not enough people were buying it. Like, you know what? This is the time. They probably had Sephiroth in their back pocket for the longest time. And they're waiting. It was like, you know what? This past season, whatever, not that great. Let's throw Sephiroth in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because the first two were Lin or Min.
The Punch Girl. Right?
The Punch Girl.
Yeah.
And then Steve from Minecraft.
Yeah.
Which is a terrible character, but I digress. So anyway, I went into Battle Pass in Nintendo, and then they had a little advertisement. Hey, Final Fantasy games are on sale. I'm like, let me see what they have. So they got me with 9, so I picked up 9.
Nice.
This whole break, I have not done anything I intended to do. The only thing I was gonna watch a lot of like anime, catch up on a lot of TV shows. I've been spending all my time playing Civ 4. I mean Civ 6.
Civ 6 is a great game.
That's all I've been doing, man. Like
it is a great game, though. I think it's time well spent.
Literally. Before we did the podcast, and when Mr. Hori called me, I was playing Civ 6.
Put yourself out there, boy.
Oh no!
So, and for some reason, I wasn't getting you guys like text messages on my phone. It was kind of weird. Sometimes that happens.
Strong side eye.
And then I seriously got like, and then I clicked on there and I saw like a bunch of like texts. I'm like, what the fuck? How am I not getting these at all? I think it's like living in the basement.
Are you on Wi-Fi or
I'm on Wi-Fi. Yeah.
I don't know then. Sometimes, like I know, sometimes when I'm on Wi-Fi, I won't get text messages or phone calls.
Yeah, I don't know if
it's an odd bug. Again, I've missed calls from my boss before. My boss would have to come into my classroom, like, "Hey, Mr. Is your phone off?" Like, no. Or I would say, or I'm telling like my phone's on silent, and it's like, "Well, I need you to leave it on when I call you." I'm like, you called me." I'm like, look at like, I don't have it.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what it is, because like the same thing. Sometimes like a buddy of mine would call me, and he was like, "Yo, what the hell's wrong? Why aren't you not picking up the phone?" Because he would Google Duo me instead of like, and I'm like, bro.
Wait, you use Google Duo?
Yeah.
You are like the only person I've ever. You are like the 0.01% that you.
Yeah.
Holy crap! Holy
Didn't
what?
we try it one time, Dave?
Yeah, we tried
We did
once.
one call, yeah.
And one time I did it once with my mom because she was curious what the heck it was, but
Yeah.
never. So I'm sorry, tangent. I'm freaking out right now. So every time because I've been doing video dates because COVID and everything. Like so when the option of video chatting comes up, it's always FaceTime first, Zoom,
You don't have an iPhone.
Zoom, Hangouts, Skype, and it cuts off. No one ever mentions Google Duos.
It's on there.
Yeah, it's never brought up ever. I'm just like, I have the app. I guess you
Yeah,
don't.
that's exactly. I Google Duo
Holy
one time.
shit!
So
I'm sorry, I'm freaking out. But yes, continue.
it's just me and this one other friend, but it's nobody else. Like nobody knows about it, or they know about it, or like it's the thing about the fascination with Zoom out of nowhere. You know, people have had Skype for years. Skype has been around for like
Skype is
10,
utter garbage. Skype is utter garbage, by the way. But
I guess I never used it, but I'm just saying, like, it's been around for years, and like Zoom just came out of nowhere, and everybody's obsessed with it. Same thing with Google Duo. I think it's like been around for generations. But
Google Duo's less than 5 years.
Yeah, I digress. But anyways, yeah. So he would call me to get back on topic. He would like, this is off tangent, anyways, but to get back on tangent, off tangent. However you want to explain. However you want to
tangent, man.
Exactly. Whatever. Anyways, so like I would lose signal in here, and he would call me on Google Duo, and like, bro, why are you not picking up my phone? So I'm like, yo, I literally have my phone next to me. You didn't call me, so I don't know what the hell you're talking about. But anyways, I digress. Back to the topic at hand.
My mind is still blown that someone here uses Google Duo,
even remotely,
like
on a regular basis.
I'm a little bit of a hipster, I guess. I don't know. Is that a hipster?
Look, I have it installed. I would love to use it if people had used it. Holy crap! Anyway,
to be fair, we don't call each other.
We don't.
It's like a 5-second conversation. You're like, yo, you're on your way. Yo, get on the whatever. It's a 5-second.
Texting is just so convenient. That's probably why.
Yeah, definitely, absolutely, I agree.
Anyway, so
before I forget, so Al, did you watch the last episode of Mando?
I did, yeah.
Okay. So unfortunately, YouTube spoiled Mr. N yet again.
I did.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You should have binge watched it, man.
I know. I've been. So many things are going on.
You literally could have done it in like one day, man. Tops.
I could. I know. Look, well, I have a week. I have a week break, so I'm still gonna watch it definitely. Okay, Mandalorian spoilers. For people listening, so you might want to tune out. Sorry.
It's been over a week.
Okay, for record, I haven't started. Period. But this last scene got Luke Skywalker got fucking spoiled for me.
Yeah.
Thanks, YouTube. But like, yeah, that scene alone is enough for me to say, holy shit, I need to watch.
Yeah, no, that episode was badass, man. Like, it was true.
So you're right. We talk a little bit about the show because I want to I need to air out how I feel.
Okay, for record, I've only seen the Luke Skywalker portion of the episode.
Oh, okay. Do you know what else did they show in that clip? Just that?
Yeah, that. Oh, and him picking up a Baby Yoda.
A Baby Yoda. Okay.
Apparently has a really weird name, but anyway.
Baby Yoda?
Yeah, Baby Yoda has a name.
Yeah.
Should I step out the room?
It's not a spoiler per se. Like, it's just a fucking name. It's not.
Okay.
It's no.
Should I step out the room for this conversation you two are about to have?
I mean, we could hold off.
I'm going to wait a week.
You want to wait a week? All right. I will. I will watch.
I will rewatch the whole season of Mandalorian again, just so I could like refresh what happened.
One of our boys marathoned it. Al,
which one? The man bun, the nose. Which one?
The Marine.
The Marine.
The Marine.
Marine. Yeah, bro, he loved it. He fucking loved it.
Speaking of man bun, the man bun messaged me. He's like, "Yo, I like my nickname, the man bun." I'm like, it fit. I'm sorry. What do you want?
Listen, you just happened to have that at the time. So
I called him Oddish before.
What would happen when he cuts off the man bun? Will he be still considered a man bun? I don't know.
Yeah.
Or will he forever keep the man bun?
It
Till the
doesn't
day
feel
dies.
it doesn't feel right to call
Does the
anything
bun take on its own identity?
Yes, yes. It doesn't feel right if I don't call it man bun. It's stuck there. It's stuck there now. I mean, will this pressure him to keep the man bun? Maybe. I mean,
He's committed, man. It's been too long.
he wants to chop it off. He can chop it off. Honestly, I don't really like man buns like that. But again, he wants to chop it. Go for it.
Anyways, but yeah, The Mandalorian, great show. We didn't spoil much except for the spoiler.
It's not the biggest spoiler in the whole show, but
besides the spoiler that YouTube already spoiled for everybody.
I'm so mad. Oh my god.
I don't know how you hadn't seen any of the memes going around because there's so many memes.
Because I don't follow anything about. I don't follow anything.
You know, I don't even know how you came across the spoiler on YouTube.
I don't know either. I don't look up Okay, I look up Star Wars talks. Yes, I don't look up anything Mandalorian. Period.
I have to ask: is it the same channel that keeps spoiling you?
No, at least I don't think so.
I
never looked. I see it.
And you understand that.
I see it. I'm like, I get angry. Then I right click, ignore channel, or I'm not interested in this channel. Whatever.
Yeah, disregard the channel. I think you can say do not recommend.
Yeah, I do that every time. But people will still post spoilers because clicks.
I mean, speaking of a little side tangent, I don't know if you guys know much about this, but so there is a crypto coin that's been in circulation for anybody to know cryptocurrency. I'm sure you guys are real familiar.
Am I about to spend more money?
No, not to spend more money. No, it's you can't buy it. You'd have to buy specific you have to go through like get something to get something. It's too complicated.
Challenge accepted.
But anyways, it's called Theta, and it's supposed to be like the next best thing to like compete with YouTube and Netflix. It's kind of like a decentralized streaming service.
Who's backing it?
It sounds like FrostWire. Or LimeWire if you're old enough.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
or torrents for the younger people, I guess.
Yeah, LimeWire was that downloaded stuff though. This is
So this is streaming, he said.
Yeah, this is
or Pirate Bay. Is that the one?
No, Pirate Bay you also torrent. So streaming, yeah. So who's backing Theta? Like, do you know any big companies?
I do not know any big companies, but their market cap has significantly increased. It's gone from like. There's a lot of cryptocurrency out there.
Can you spell that for me, sir?
Theta, THETA.
Yeah.
Theta.
Okay.
So anyways, it's very fascinating. I did a little bit. I watched a couple YouTube videos, and I really want to get into it because like streaming service is big. You know, you have like now again, you have Disney who getting in there, and they anticipating that Disney stock would like double in by like a year from now or 2 years from now.
Hold on, let me buy some Disney stock.
So anyway, but Theta, it's really cool. Like it's a really cool concept. You guys should check it out.
So then how do you own pieces of Theta?
So you have to buy Ethereum or Bitcoin and then convert Ethereum or Bitcoin to Theta. And you can only do that through Binance. But Binance is a Chinese digital cryptocurrency platform broker. So you have to actually download the US version of that. So it's like really complicated to get into it.
All right. Well, we'll touch base on that. That actually sounds pretty interesting. Yeah. Cryptocurrency based on people watching shit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the stock market in general. It's based on people whims.
Yeah, it's a big thing right now. And but you know, this whole like fascination with like all decentralizing, and there's actually another cryptocurrency that's actually getting sued by the SEC because they're not decentralizing. They're considered a security base, and because of that, they have to follow set guidelines. So the SEC is suing them hard, and that thing tanked, man, by like 60%. Anyways. Back on topic.
Yeah, but like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm ignorant as hell on this topic, so just
fascination shit that I want.
Yeah, that's cool. I definitely would love like a breakdown talk one day. Just maybe we'll make it an episode. You want to learn about cryptocurrency? Here we go.
Yeah, it's gonna be episode 24.5. Alex is about cryptocurrency, how to make it big.
Dude, I'm all about like expanding my wealth, man, and trying to get a little bit of diversifying, because if something tanks, something else is going to go. So you balance yourself out.
Yeah,
But you always got to follow the trend, man.
Yeah,
Definitely
what is it? Bitcoin is up to I think 27K right now.
Yeah. But that's right now fear of FOMO. You know, you got people like
crash,
me.
though.
Yeah. No, I don't know if it'll crash, but you got people like me. Let's say I came to your house for Thanksgiving or like Christmas or whatever, and we had a bunch of family members, and I'm like the one guy that's got like cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, and I'm like, yo guys, guess what? This Bitcoin thing was 20K, now it's 28. You should get on this, and people are like, whoa, man, what's going on? Like, how do I do this? Blah 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 blah. So right now it's a bit of FOMO into it, but yeah. So anyways,
Speaking of lots of money, 6-year-old spends quite a bit of money on an iPad game.
an iPad game.
$16,000 on a Sonic the Hedgehog iPad game.
Holy shit, that's a lot of money.
I understand. You know, we're at a point where technology is kind of the babysitter now, especially nowadays. Like, how do you let your kid how do you not notice that your kid just spent $16,000?
Must be nice. That's all I'm gonna say.
Jesus Christ.
16K can go missing in my account and I don't even notice.
Like, I can't even go to college.
Dude, that's insane.
College.
Where did he buy this on? Like, is it
on an iPad? It was an iPad. So you know how mobile games they throw microtransactions at you at every turn.
Yeah.
Somehow he spent $16,000.
So well, what did he buy? The game itself, or like microtransactions?
No. It's a free to play game, but like those I guess those coins to like replay the game or
jewels,
whatever.
Whatever paid currency they have.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, he ended up spending $16,000.
They're probably gold rings.
Yeah, gold rings. Yeah, it'll be gold rings. Yeah,
that's crazy, dude.
Look at the game. The game has an option where you spend $100. If you scroll through the payment options, there is one option where you spend $100 for X amount of whatever currency they use.
So he had to spend $100
160 times.
160 times.
Wow, man, that's
like how. So the reason I'm bringing this up is, again, shocking story, but it also brings up an interesting topic. Who's responsible for this? So we know Apple has
it requires you to have a card.
Yeah. It has a system where you're required to put in your password if you want to purchase. Again, that is an optional system, not a mandatory system. So I guess the parents at fault for not enabling that, but also is the developers of this game at fault for making it that easy for kids to purchase these things?
No, I wouldn't say the developers are at fault. I would blame the parents. I would blame myself if my kid did that because I linked the card. If I linked the card,
you know what kind of voice is. Yep.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I would not link the card to a kid who doesn't know what the hell he's doing and just it has the ability to just click a button because I know how easy it is. You know what I mean? Like I know that I could spend $5 on coins.
To be fair, sometimes
a lot of parents.
Sometimes they don't let you download apps without having a card on file. Even if they're free apps, this is not an Android thing. It's definitely iOS. They just won't let you download anything if you don't have a card on file.
Yeah, it's definitely an Android because my mom downloads apps all the time, and she does not have a credit card attached.
Exactly. So it's definitely an iOS thing where they force you to have a card on file. Now, at that point, you can blame Apple, but then you have to go into the fact that the parents' fault for A, not monitoring, B, put some like child-proof settings, man.
Yeah, I think the iPad itself allows you to do like
so I'm playing devil's advocate here. So what if mom or dad, whoever's the owner of the iPad is not tech savvy? They didn't know, because remember that option to log in every time you purchase something or download something, that's an optional thing. That's something you have to actually go into the settings and turn on. What if mom, dad, grandma, whoever owns it doesn't know about it?
Then you can blame Apple for not having that as a default, as the max security setting, which is a fair point. Give me the option of reducing my security settings.
Give you max.
Give me max, and let me go from there.
Yeah, not low and then turn on.
I mean, to not bash on Apple. Apple has updated its iOS now, so actually, Facebook is actually really pissed off at Apple because now the new iOS update actually shows how much Facebook actually stalks the shit out of you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I've never seen. Yeah.
That's what
Facebook's not happy now.
iOS 11 or 12, I think.
I don't know
14. iOS 14 point
Around
something.
14.
So yeah, so they are completely show every single detail that they're monitoring, man, and they monitor your finance, your freaking everything you watch.
Google did this recently. Google did this a while ago, right? Remember, every time you would download,
They still do it because
an Android app, they tell you what permissions that app has. Like,
yeah,
for the longest time, every time I download like a simple like alarm app, if it says requires access to your phone, I'm like, hell no.
yeah, no, definitely every single because I watch one thing or I Google one thing, and I have like Google rewards on set up to my phone so that like to support my habit of buying.
Yeah,
the season pass.
Man, that's free money.
Free money. Yeah, no.
To support my habit of buying the season pass for Clash Royale. I'm a religious purchaser of the season pass for Clash Royale. I purchase it every year. I mean, not every year, every month. It's $5. So to support that, so I don't have to spend it myself, I allow Google to track my shit. So
is it the one that's like, hey, did you go to this place?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, my question to you, because I do these as well.
Yeah.
Do you show them your receipt?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
I think
it's extra money. It's extra money if they take it.
No.
I usually don't have my receipt.
I do.
No. I click yes. I'll show you my receipt, but I take a random picture of something.
Oh, you don't even send them the actual picture
of random stuff. I can send them my hand.
Yeah, I thought they would stop that. Holy shit!
I'll open up. Did you ever send them a dick pic?
No. If I were to do that, I want to get paid for it. Not 10 cents.
You are getting paid for it.
Not 10 cents though. That's gonna be an internet.
Well, okay. When they ask you those questions again, we're off tangent completely. But when Google Rewards sends you those those multi-question ones and they require a receipt, they actually send you quite a bit of money.
They do. But I don't send them the actual receipt. Like I said, if I'm in a store and they ask me the question, I just grab a bag of chips, take a picture of the chips, or whatever the hell I'm nearby. A cup of coffee, a hat, whatever. I just send them something stupid.
Interesting.
And they always give me money for it. I've got like $25 on Google Rewards from that. But anyway.
Yeah, keep going.
So you don't have to show them a receipt, but you can if you want to.
I do because I thought they would check, but
no.
Clearly they don't. Fucking.
Clearly they don't.
I did it because I don't want them to see my bank card, even though they have my bank card on file. So that's kind of
It's a psychological thing. I don't want them to see anything related to my credit card because I don't want
to. I've made $127
lifetime.
Lifetime.
Yeah, no, Google Rewards is amazing, dude. Like I said, if it wasn't for that, I would not be able to purchase the.
I'm waiting for Google Rewards to ask me, have you been talking about us lately?
Sorry. Okay. Yeah, we're off topic like a million times. Sorry. Continue about.
But to go, So, anyways, to go back on topic, I don't know, man, because personally, I had experienced this a little bit, but not with a child, but I have Amazon Prime on my Fire Stick, and I have people who don't know English or whatever, or don't speak the language, like my grandma, for example. So she's actually bought 2 random shows, and I wouldn't have recognized it if I did not check my bank statement. But luckily, I called them right away, and I was like, "Yo, I got someone in my house that doesn't know English, and I think they accidentally purchased these 2 movies. I never watched them." So they were able to refund me my money, and then they told me about the settings where you could do it like parental control. So if you ever buy something, or if they ask you to buy anything, or even to download something, you have to hit a code. Yeah. So the
fact that you had to go through that step.
That was an unnecessary.
So the fact you had to make that phone call to learn about that, I think it's a bad thing in our day and age.
I'm sure if I had gone through it, or I didn't think my grandma would. I didn't think my grandma would put random stuff. You know what I mean?
No, we never do. No one.
But they're kids, so it's the same thought process.
But you would. So, in a sense, even if the kid did it one time, let's say the mom or the parent, the child didn't know better, or you were not familiar with it, so you see the bank statement. Like you don't check. They must not have checked their bank for the whole
People
month.
don't check their statements, bro.
Maybe I don't know what the time span of this was. This might have been all in like a week before the bank statement, or
But like you could
So
check
your transactions post pretty
daily.
frequently.
Yeah, so
I don't check my transactions daily.
I do.
Weekly.
I do
don't.
every single.
I check every bill every time my bill comes in.
Once a week. I
check every month. I check once a month.
No, I check every other day.
Holy shit! All right, maybe apparently I'm a bad spender. Holy crap!
On my bank account, since I have the apps, it's so convenient. So
yeah, it is convenient. But
every other day I check, and that's I don't want to miss out on anything because I don't. There's a lot of things out there that like people could steal your accounts and all these stuff. So I don't want to like have my money go to waste and not be able to possibly get that money back. You know what I mean? So I tend to do it every 2 days. That's just something I personally do.
I love the different tiers. I check every other day. I check every week. I check once a month.
Side note. So as far as like security, I have to shout out Nintendo because like for Nintendo, I have the Switch here. So it's my son's Switch. It's mine. But I have the card on there. But obviously when he plays, you could just go. But you have to put in the password to get just to get into the store, and then you have to use the password again, even to download a free app.
Yeah, mind you. Okay, so
great.
So the best thing about so again, shout out to Nintendo. When I got my Switch like last month, and I set that up, they actually put that right in the beginning. Like there was no like it was an option, yes.
It wasn't an option. No, it just happens.
Yeah, it just happens. While if I buy something off of the PlayStation Store, no, there isn't anything stopping me from doing that. I just click buy,
but
I'm done.
But could it be that because we've had PlayStation for a while and you just got the Nintendo Switch, so maybe we're not up to date?
I mean, if it's a new feature, then they should let you know immediately. Oh, but or turn it on by default.
But what I'm saying is, like, let's say you've had the card on file, like your PlayStation card for years.
Yeah,
I'm sure you've had a link to that. So you just bought the Nintendo Switch. So they told you, but let's say you were a brand new person. Let's say I didn't have a PlayStation and I acquired a Pleystation and I set up that feature with my credit card on there. How, maybe they have it or not.
To be honest, I don't even think Sony has that feature.
Yeah, I don't think they do, man.
I don't think Sony has that feature, and that's scary for like especially like, and I don't even have kids, but
for
like
family consoles, bro.
Yeah, family consoles. Kid, if without that feature, again, great for Nintendo, but I don't think Sony has that feature. Like I've never seen it, and if they've added it recently, they never gave me an update saying, hey, you should turn this on.
So my thing then for parents would be like go and get like one of those gift cards and just have them put the gift card on there. So when the gift card's dead,
a lot of parents do buy the gift cards. That is something I see.
That's true. But the whole point of this topic is who's responsible here. I mean, I do think tech companies should have responsibility to make it harder for these type of spendings, and I do think it should be enabled by default.
I think it's a top to bottom blame game.
Yeah, you could blame a lot of people. Apple is to blame partially as well because they should have. It
should be a default. I think, like in this day and age, I think it should be a default.
Yeah, if they should be like, hey, you have your card on file. Would you like the password protected? Yeah, there should be. It's. I'm sure it's just like one little software update and that's it.
I mean, they definitely have it.
Yeah, it should also be the parents' fault as well a little bit because they should have monitored their children. So a lot of people are to blame. You could blame Apple, you could blame the parents.
So here again, playing devil's advocate. How about the developer? If the developer sees a single customer spending $16,000 on their app, are they responsible to say email you? Or no? Okay.
No, because they're there to make a profit.
Okay.
Yeah. And
again, devil's advocate.
Full disclosure, we know. I get you, but full disclosure, most of these pay to win, free to play games that require a lot of microtransactions, they rely on these larger. There's a group of customers. They're called whales that spend the majority of the money. So if they see that, why would they go in and hey, you're spending too much money on us? Why would they do that?
And maybe they don't get like a transaction on one person. Maybe they get like a lump sum. Like, hey, this today $1 million was spent on
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. I don't know the, I don't know how the back end.
And you know what I mean? And they can't really be like, oh, okay, where did this 1 million come? How many did this one person spend?
I mean,
Or
wouldn't they be
they're
able to?
technically microtransactions. There's small transactions.
Wouldn't they? Okay, well, to Al's counterpoint, I feel like it's very inefficient if you just get one lump sum. Like, because then how do you refund people if you don't know, how much they spent?
No, I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking.
Yeah,
I'm sure they have individually tracked, but maybe they get like one big report.
I think what he's saying is gross sales per day. This is what we made on this day. Now, if
Yeah.
someone says, "Hey, this happened." Okay, let's pull up that person's account, and then you can see individually what happened.
Okay,
which is par for the course.
Yeah, yeah, I get it. All points like are very relevant. Yes, they want whales. They want people spending money. Just again, some people argue, if they see one person spend that much money, maybe they should do something about it.
Yeah,
morally,
yes. Realistically, no.
Yeah.
Morally, if I'm a vendor, why am I stopping you from spending your money?
True.
That's my viewpoint.
Yeah.
To an extent, like let's be reasonable.
Yeah,
probably should have been like hey, but how? Maybe it was one of those, hey, let's see where this goes.
Fair enough.
And it could also been like, listen, the bank might have alerted their parents, so the parents could have been okay with it.
Yeah, should a bank get involved in this as well? If your bank account, if your credit card's being charged, the same amount over and over and over, shouldn't your bank account be like, hey, suspicious activity?
Yeah, so I have set it up on my card that anything over like a certain amount of money, because I don't spend that, I ask them to alert me. So like if I spend anything more than $300,
I was like, I spent more than $5. That doesn't sound like me.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And they've
that's
actually,
a very good idea. That is,
and they've actually notified me. They're like, yo, this is what's happening. Like, are you the person that's doing that? I'm like, yes, it is.
Yeah.
I actually don't have that set up, but I had that same thing happen to me over the holiday season.
Yeah. And they send me a text. It's like, hey, from this store or whatever, you're spending $200, and I have to reply, yes, that's me.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got that.
So I have that automatic. I never actually called to turn it on, but it's an automatic feature, and it has stopped me from spending my money before.
Yeah,
like I think on the PS4, my PS4, like way back when I tried to buy my PS4 with my credit card, I got declined. I'm like, oh crap! All right, pull out the other card, and the other card let me in. I'm like, and then eventually later down that night, I got a text message saying, hey, we blocked your transaction. So ever since then, I make it a notion if I know I'm going to be spending a lot of money. Yeah. I call the company like beforehand saying, hey, on this day I'm probably spending about this amount of money at this store. So
yeah, I had to do the same.
That is a good habit. That is a good habit.
Yeah, I had to do the same thing a couple months ago.
Yeah, every time I'm spending like insane amounts of money.
So
I had to call my bank and tell them, hey, I'm spending so and so money. Please allow it to go through at this location.
Yep. Yeah. So I had it like I shopped at a website for the Mrs.'s gift that I don't ever shop at ever. So I bought something, and then the thing's like, hey, was this you? And I'm like, yeah, that was me.
So that I do like that aspect, the banks like monitoring.
Yeah. So I think I'm not sure if the banks did get involved. I hope they did. If not, you should probably get a different bank account.
Possibly.
I think since the story got so much traction, they most certainly will get involved.
Yeah. So
if they didn't otherwise.
Yeah. I thought it was a pretty interesting topic. Just parental child spending, all that crap.
A lot of people are at fault. The general.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think at the end of the day, it is parent. I mean, I think it goes back to the parents. Parents your parent. If you're a mom or if you're a parent, you shouldn't leave your kid with a device so long that can spend that amount of money.
Every single person's to blame, but the parents are to blame more. Because if they do what I do, check every 2 days, they would realize that, hey, this money, unless they're like super rich and they just wanted publicity.
I hope not. I really hope not. That's just
and they just wanted publicity and just flex hard. Speaking of flex, there's a company called Caviar. I just watched Caviar. I just watched a YouTube video.
I know where you're going.
Yeah. And they introduced a new phone with the inspiration of Elon Musk. And
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what Caviar is, but what?
Wait, they introduced the phone with what?
Elon Musk themed phone. No,
yeah.
I thought you were gonna talk about the one the
moon rock.
the moon rock. They have they sell a
I think
phone
of it,
with a
Elon
piece of the moon encrusted into
a
it.
SpaceX themed iPhone 12
Yeah,
for
it looks-
5,000.
It looks badass, but I cannot flex that hard. But
Musk
Because it's an iPhone.
hold on. Wait, Jorge's gonna love this one. The tagline in the back says "Musk be on Mars."
What the fuck? All right.
Oh, this is great! Holy crap!
and the actual piece of things that they engraved in the phone is actually from a one of Elon Musk's companies, the SpaceX, that actually it's part of their thing or whatever. I don't know, like a little small part that they've actually got from there.
Yeah, they've been doing, so lately, Caviar every year every time a new iPhone comes out, they make like this super expensive version of it. So this year's version is space themed. So it's like a really fancy back, and it has like a piece of like the moon or a piece of Mars or whatever like encased into the back. So it's very space themed. So it makes sense that they went SpaceX Elon Musk.
Yeah, so this phone you have the planet Earth and you have the spaceship flying out.
Yeah, very cool.
It looks nice. I mean,
I would have spent $5,000, but
yeah,
it's 10,000 on here. But
and on top of that, they've also introduced like custom designed shoes based on Mars themes. So for any shoe fanatics out there, I don't know how much those shoes cost, but they look pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not. That's Jorge's.
I'm not gonna lie, they look good, but they don't look $1,500 good. No offense, Caviar, but
so anyways, so they're custom designed, custom colored, custom everything, and they also come with a certification of authenticity, so it's like legit.
Jeez.
Anyway,
speaking of things to flex hard, I did not know this, but Tesla has a pair of boxers.
Oh my god!
That cost like 10 grand that you could purchase.
Please don't.
$10,000 to $15,000 or whatever. I forget what the actual cost is.
That is amazing. That is amazing.
Yeah, and it comes like packaged out of this world, and it's the red, bright red, and all these stuff like that. So, anyways, let's get back to topic.
Oh my goodness!
You can clearly see the type of things I watch.
Albin dreams big.
Albin, not for nothing, but they have some shorts that are more reasonably priced.
How reasonably priced are you talking?
This is not. Never mind. It's not their website, but.
Oh god dang it!
Holy smokes!
Anyway, my god. Okay, there's one topic actually. There's something I do want to cover. So, a new comic is coming out. This is a few weeks old, but I thought I want to hear your opinions about this. Are you guys familiar with Teen Titans?
Yes.
Teen Titans?
I'm familiar with it. Yeah, a little bit.
So I'm assuming that you guys are familiar with Starfire.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So there is a comic coming out, a young adult comic from DC called "I Am Not Starfire," which stars Starfire's daughter. Give me a second, and that's the cover.
That's the cover. And
yes, I am not Starfire, and that is so. The storyline is her daughter. Presumably biological daughter. I kind of don't believe it, but anyway,
like Raven.
And so is so she's supposed to represent the obese crowd, the obese viewers. She's tired of living in Starfire's shadow, so she turned goth. She dyed her hair black, and yeah, it's
It's very punk, I guess. I don't know. I would not personally pick up this. I'm not familiar too much with Starfire, but I did not like her in Teen Titans, the live series. The live series.
Oh, the live series. Yeah, live series. Yeah, no. I mean, like Starfire. I mean, more like Teen Titans cartoon, like way back when.
Yeah, no, that was cool. Yeah, but yeah. So I personally would not pick up this article. It's kind of not my cup of tea, I guess you could say.
Fair enough. It's just, I'm not sure I don't know what the thought process here is. Like, I don't understand how
the thought process is to get with the time, man. That's just the current.
He's just getting with the times.
That's it. Just to feed off the current trends or the current.
I have no opinion on this comic whatsoever.
Come on, let's hear
I have no opinion.
Let's hear it. No, come on.
It just seems so.
It's just like she's like
and pointless.
She doesn't look like anything like Starfire. like whoever made this.
Her last name Starfire.
I don't know, but whoever who designed this, who drew this, doesn't understand how biology works.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, how old is the Starfire's kid in this?
Is this a
high school
DC comic?
Yeah, this is official. This is official DC.
So this is canon.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
I mean, I think it's alternate universe. I think it's alternate universe. But still,
who's the daddy?
They haven't said. A lot of people are. Speculation is Nightwing. The memes are Penguin.
The memes are Penguin.
Curveball, Beast Boy.
It looks. Oh my goodness! Like how? I don't understand. Okay, again, Starfire is very sexualized. I think, but the reason why the canon reason for her being so revealing is, I think it was like power from the sun. So the more her skin is exposed, that's the more power she has. I think that's the canon. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, sorry.
That makes sense. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's like the punk rebellion. Why do you have to go goth though? Like, what if she's rebelling against a mom?
I don't know.
100% the antithesis of what Starfire is.
Yeah, basically,
it's very
but like
cheerleader-esque.
Yeah,
So
but the thing is, it does Starfire injustice. So Starfire is a bubbly, happy, like compassionate person. So the fact is that she can, her own daughter feels like she's unloved by that type of person doesn't feel right.
Yeah, they could have gone.
It might not be that she doesn't feel loved. She just doesn't like being compared to her mom.
They could have gone with like Starfire's sister, and instead of being powered by the sun, she's powered by the moon. So she gotta look goth and dress in black and have dark hair and dark.
I don't know. It's such. I don't know. It's and oh god. Well, so here's my controversial opinion. Some controversial opinions from me. So of course, they make her a lesbian, and I'm starting to feel like lesbians starting to become a cliche. Is that wrong of me? Am I a horrible human being for feeling like again, I'm all for LGBT and all that, and equal rights and all that. But it's starting to feel like making your character lesbian feels like a cliche now.
Yeah, it's just like I said, it's the current times, man. It's just the current times. That's for that's it. They're just feeding to the current trend. That's all. Nothing more to it. Honestly,
Fair enough.
It's a changing landscape, and for some people, representation is very important. And
yeah,
that's all I can really say.
It could also be a publicity stunt to like attract a different clientele that they're not used to. By introducing now this type of person, they have the ability to expand their clientele. I don't know, man. I'm not really a marketing type of person, but
I think what he's trying to say is all publicity is good publicity.
Yeah.
We're talking about it for whatever it's worth, whatever they were going for. They got two guys who with zero interest in reading a Starfire. Or maybe Mr. I don't know. But me and Al, zero interest, I assume, in reading something, but we're here. We are talking about it. So for what it's worth,
fair enough. I was just curious what your what opinions were on this, just out of curiosity.
Yeah, no, like I said, it's my opinion is that I don't have much.
My opinion is that I don't have an opinion. Back to you, Mr.
Fair. Okay, so I know we're a little over time. Do you guys want to hit One Piece 1000?
It's not officially out yet, so I don't know if we should hit it.
I said I'd be okay to wait till next week.
All right, fair enough. Okay, I mean, will it be next week? I think
it will be next week. 7 days.
No, it wouldn't be.
Yeah, it would be the 4th.
Would it be the 4th? Hold on, checking Viz. Hold on, checking showing jumps. When did it drop? When is
It would be the 3rd, my guy.
In 7 days. Oh yeah. It would be next week. Oh crap.
Yeah, I mean, we could, but it's not official, so I don't
No,
want
that's
to.
all right. Okay, that's fine.
Maybe not a lot of people have the ability to
To
find
read it, yeah.
Yeah,
like
fair.
Mr. N did, and kindly shared it with us. So
I feel like I'm being thrown under the boat here. It's like Mr. N is a criminal here, not us. We
no, not at all. I'm just saying you have the ability to find it. So I'm not saying you're a criminal. Unless you have
he's a man that you can go to when you want to get certain things
from the dark web.
Oh man.
Oh no.
So just quick side note to my wife who left me for the weekend. You left your AirPods, so that train ride back's gonna suck.
She in New York?
Oh yeah, she went to New York.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, so I'm home alone. Figuratively.
Yeah, figured.
Shout out to my dogs for keeping me company.
There you go.
So,
All right. Well,
I definitely would like to wait till next year.
yeah, okay. We can definitely wait for next week then. So there's a lot of hype.
A shit ton of hype. Yeah.
All right.
For
Anyway,
sure.
I think that's the show then.
Oh, sounds about it. Yeah.
Right. As always, this is Mr. N. You guys can always find me on Twitter or Instagram at Mr. David N. Thank you guys for watching and joining us on this post holiday podcast.
Is it post and pre?
Post and pre New Year's.
Pre New Year. That's a holiday.
Are we doing a New Year's podcast? By the way, it's the second.
That's the 3rd. You mean the 3rd?
You mean?
Oh, 3rd.
Yeah.
Crap,
of course we're gonna do it because we're gonna talk about One Piece.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway,
Of course we're gonna do it.
Anyway, so where can they find you, Jorge?
They can find me here being Jorge. I've been tasked with creating a Twitter, so maybe I will, even though I probably won't.
Do it for the giveaways.
I'll do it for the giveaways. Shout out to anyone giving away a PS5. Please give it to me so I can show my best friend who has been trying for months now. Shout out to the big nose. He's been trying so hard. I want to get my hands on the PS5.
Well, I'm telling you,
just because he can't.
I know he doesn't listen to these. At least I hope not. Does he? Actually, I hope he does.
He usually does. He's a terrible friend of 22 years if he doesn't listen to this. But yeah.
You want to borrow mine? You can just I'm not playing anything right now. You can hold on for like a week. So have it come like multiple days just to make sure it's yours.
No, his first thing would be like, "Oh, that's Mr. Is." I'm like, "No, it's not." Yes, it is. Tell him to send me a picture of it or some ridiculous notion. Or Mamo would be like, "Oh yeah, they were talking about on the podcast." He snitched me out.
Yeah.
But anyway, you can find me here. I'll get around to that. You can listen to us wherever, but I'll tell you that after Alex says his.
Yeah. So we're gonna find Dr. Al.
Yeah.
You can find me on Paging Dr. Al on Instagram. That's it, man. That's all I do. I don't really do Twitter. I don't really care about getting a PS5 anytime soon. Although I should get on Twitter because a lot of like companies, since I'm interested in the stock market, do post on there. But that's a topic for another day. Yeah, that's it. You can find me at Paging Dr. Al on Instagram and on this every Sunday, unless we are away for holidays or
Other
scheduling issues.
Yeah.
I think schedule issues
Life
are
happens
biggest.
sometimes, man.
It happens. Yeah.
Life happened last week.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
As always, you can find the Donut Shop podcast on here on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Amazon, Podbean, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you can listen to other random people speak about random things.
Yeah. Those things. What was the if you could please?
All right. So our icebreaker for this week. English. This week was if you were wealthy and living independently, what would you do with your free time? And you want to answer the icebreaker? Feel free to email us at theogdonutshop@gmail.com.
Also, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Okay.
Also, if you have any thoughts on Mando, please email us your thoughts. This will force Mr. N to watch it.
No,
we won't be discussing it.
I get notifications. Don't do this shit to me.
What do you mean?
I get over, dude. I'm gonna get spoilers. Don't do this to me.
All right, if you're gonna send the email, send it on Sunday.
There you go.
Yeah.
Also,
that day's got no excuse.
There you go. Awesome. Right, Dr. Al's beard. Let's hear it.
I was just about to say that. Please tell me if this beard does it for anybody.
Yeah, you gotta show some angles, bro. Pose.
For those for audio listeners, feel free to hop on to the YouTube video to see the beard in person.
Yeah, that's the only way. That's the only way to rate my beard.
Or go to Paging Dr. Al.
Or go to Paging Dr. Al. I should put my beard on there. Yeah.
Yes, you have to.
I have to. Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in, and have a good night.
Bye.
Until next week. Stay safe.